Tom, it's great to have you on. We have on Tom from Field Trip, and he is one of the partners with one of our favorite. I like to call them a jerky brand, but they're no longer just jerky. Really fun packaging, really fun products. You can find a lot of their stuff in some of our keto boxes and some of our variety sampler jerky boxes as well. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you, Lonny. It's great to be on, and again, we've really enjoyed working with your team, and think that you guys are really offering a special offering to your consumers. So, really happy to have the two of our companies work together.
Absolutely. So we know you make awesome jerky. One of our favorite products that you have is actually a keto approved product, pretty much, and we use it in our keto boxes, and it's a pork rind, and it's kind of like a new twist, new innovation on pork rinds. And our customers just love it. So if you haven't tried it, definitely click one of the boxes below, and you'll be able to get some of those. So maybe you can tell us about that innovation that, at least for our customers, has just been a huge win.
Sure. Yeah. We started the company as a jerky brand, as you've mentioned. We have 6 flavors of jerky: beef, pork, turkey. We have chicken bites. We saw the pork rind market is kind of underserved. We saw this keto movement, people really having great success, changing their lives, their diets with a keto focus, and really saw our take on this being a great one. And it's flavor forward innovation. Our island barbecue, our sweet chipotle, and our Parmesan peppercorn really inject some additional flavors to what once was a pretty boring, run of the mill salt and pepper type environment. So yeah, we really have loved engaging with the keto market. I would say the keto consumer is very passionate about their product selection and their diet in general, because people lose a lot of weight and maintain healthy lifestyles. So really nice to be part of that community.
Yeah, and I think it's just fun. You know what I mean? It's just a fun way to be on a low carb, pretty much no sugar diet, and have something like I call it more of an upgraded pork rind, because it doesn't feel like, if you're going to a grocery store and you're kind of getting those old fashioned pork rinds. It feels different, and they're delicious, and personal big fan of those.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate
let's
that.
let's dive into quickly a little bit more about your company. I believe there's 3 partners in your company. Maybe you can tell us a little bit so our customers can know how you started, where you came from, what it was like building a business in the meat space so far. And I hear you have some more innovation coming. So
Sure.
any,
Yeah, it's
any information on that would be great.
awesome. Yeah. We started the company back in 2010. My business partners, Matt Levy and Scott Fessinger. We all went to college together in Syracuse, New York. And we all kind of took our own career paths. I went to law school and was a lawyer for a little while. And I didn't love life as a lawyer. I definitely wanted something more creative, and something that would provide the fulfillment of, that this company now does. We didn't know what it was back then. I got together with Scott and Matt, and we just started making jerky as a hobby, because we were bored with what we were doing. And, one thing led to the next, and we're like, you know what? At the time, it was a traditional gas station, giant jerky companies dominating the market
Yeah.
with, 10-syllable words and things that really shouldn't have been in a food product. And they were, because no one had stepped up and said, oh, you can make jerky differently.
Yeah.
Jerky, in essence, is a protein snack. It's easily transportable. It's great for taking on the run. If you got a busy lifestyle, a bag of jerky is a great savior. And usually it's a savior for your significant others or anyone else when you get hangry and you need something something to eat. But we started there with a thought that we could do something different, and we chose the name Field Trip because it really kind of embodied that spirit. We all had corporate day jobs, and we kind of took a chance and went out there and did something different. And we viewed the same thing with field trip. Field trip is about getting outside potentially of your comfort zone, definitely outside of a classroom as they're a kid. And now, field trips could be anything. It's a hike, it's a climb, it's just experiencing something new, and exciting and different.
A break from, the just life, and taking a second to soak it in. I like that. I really do. So that's a really interesting point, and a lot of people that I've had on our warehouse series, including myself, started their business almost as kind of a side hustle hobby type situation,
Mhm.
and then as it began to grow, at least for me, we hit some sales goals that we wanted to hit, and I took that horrible, scary leap that ended up being a leap I should have taken way sooner.
Yeah.
But was it similar for you and your team? Was it kind of like were you guys juggling some corporate day jobs before you fully hopped in?
For sure. Yeah, we started this company with less than $15,000. We didn't really have any idea of what would be required in the food space, but we lived in New York City and we hustled, right? Like it was riding our bikes around the New York City area and marketing our product to any natural gourmet specialty shop that would be open to having a conversation. And it's learning what you don't know, but being open to the idea that you don't know everything, but you're willing to give it a shot. So it was definitely I remember I left my legal job it was 2 weeks before our first trade show. We did the fancy food show it was actually in DC at the time in 2012. And we were just like, okay, we're going to drive our stuff down. We had the U-Haul van, we had everything in the back. We snuck by the Freeman people who charge for moving your product from, the dock to the show floor because we didn't want to pay those extra dollars. That wasn't in the budget. So we definitely bootstrapped the heck out of the beginning of the company. And it was fun. Like we met so many people at that first trade show. I was calling my now wife and saying, "Oh my goodness, we met all these people," and we were just so pumped, because it was something different. It was ours, and that definitely meant a lot.
That's amazing. And yeah, I have so much respect for you and your team, because I remember you were the first jerky company that I had worked with, and you were shipping all of the products to my apartment, which we were then, I was hiring out all of my friends and to come in and help kit these boxes. And so that was probably over 3 years ago. And now, now we've got a fairly big facility in Salt Lake City where, we have the opportunity to employ people and touch probably thousands of pieces of field trip a week. And
Yeah,
that's awesome. So I appreciate you taking the time to share your story with us, and a little bit about your pork rinds too. Those are absolutely awesome, and I thank you for being a wonderful partner. And I just love the bootstrap story, and I'm glad to see that the success has continued for you and your team.
I appreciate it, Lonnie. I remember the first time we met, and you were telling me about the new concept, and I loved it. I'm so happy that we've been able to maintain the partnership, and to see your success has been awesome, and be part of it is even better. So I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Let's get more field trip and more zip codes. I
I
love it.
like it.
Okay. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks so much for your time.
You too, Lonnie.